How about the ones that are for online? Like that's a whole different set of skills that you may need for online sales.
Yeah, and with some of them too, even in face to face, sometimes you might not even speak to the customer direct. It might be strictly completely online, and that's where your written skills need to be important. And still, you can still listen through an email. There's still a message is being delivered, and if you could pick up on it and you could adapt and address the needs even in a written email, it's just a matter of being focused, and attentive as you're going through the process, and really as long as you stay committed and you practice daily and improving on all of these skills, it's you're well on your way.
I think that's where in the worksheet question 8 and 9 do a deeper dive into these skill sets, because it requires you now to visualize the entire process. If I'm working with a company that is selling vacuum cleaners, how do I work with this company? Do I need to understand the technical specs of each vacuum? Do I need to study the competitors? Do I need to do some research? Do I have to understand where the logistics are for these vacuum cleaners, right? Where they're manufactured, how are they manufactured? What's their cost going into this? What can I sell them for? So everything requires you to start now visualizing the actual process. How am I having my conversation when it comes to their customers? Who are these customers, right? Going into the clients. If it's somebody that, for example, needs a vacuum cleaner, then I'm looking at, okay, well, what's important to them? Now I can understand their problems and needs and try to visualize all that. So when I'm visualizing these concepts, what I'm trying to visualize is what skills do I currently have? What information am I missing? And what skills do I need to develop to be able to handle those inquiries that are going to come from these type of conversations, whether it's from the business itself or whether it's with their customers and clients? Because you got to pair both of these up, and you have to understand that there's usually a dual component to this, and requiring that, making sure that you understand, okay, who can I reach out to for gathering this information? Where can I go? What resources do I need? Can I hire a coach? Is there someone that can help me with this? But you really want to get into that visualization process to see yourself doing it. When you can see yourself doing it, now it becomes real.
Yeah, and I think it's really important because, 9 times out of 10, instruction manuals are super important for doing anything. Whether you're navigating how to build a dresser or starting a new job, instruction manuals are super, super important. So visualizing how you're going to get to your end goal and your end destination is like building your own instruction manual. Right? You're putting it on paper and saying, this is what I need to do in order to reach XYZ. So once you have that written down, you have the roadmap to then go forward for. Of course, we can always make changes to it. Like, that's the greatest part about this. This is your roadmap. This is your destination. So as you go through your journey, you're going to make adjustments as needed. But something about just having it on paper makes it easier to follow and easier to continue pushing forward.